What's up, everybody? This is Jason, and I found out something maybe you already know about, but I thought we could have a discussion, and you can leave some comments below and let me know. Yeah, man, that's a thing. So, people who know me in my real life know I've been doing a lot of work on my house and remodeling and things of that sort. So I've been going to, Menards and picking up some just little things for the house. Well, about a week ago, I went and in front of the checkout lanes, there was this huge bin filled with DVDs and Blu-rays, and I'm like, Menards? If you all don't know, Menards is like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. It's a home improvement store. So it's the last place you think you would look for movies, for film, DVDs, whatever. You're just like, it's not gonna be a thing. But I go through there with my little bag of goodies to do, updates on my house, and I found this huge bin full of DVDs and Blu-rays. So I started going through it, and I came up with 8 Blu-rays that I thought were so cool. And I guess I knew about it. I guess I've heard about the Mill Creek retro editions, but I didn't really follow much other than just kind of hearing about it. And I don't know how great the transfers are. We are talking about Mill Creek here. Mill Creek is not known for like their quality. I would say 9 times out of 10. And hopefully I'm pleasantly surprised. But I got each one of these for $5 a piece, and with their slip covers. So every one of them have slip covers. The really cool thing is each one of them have different artwork on the Blu-ray than the slip cover, which is, I think, super awesome. I think there's probably about maybe 20-ish of the retro rewind Blu-rays, because I went online and did a little research, because I said I didn't know much about it. So all this is new to me. So I have like 8 of the 20-ish. I looked on eBay because I wanted to make sure $5 wasn't too much money. Because I don't want to spend $5 and you can buy them on, online for like $2. Or you can get them, on Mill Creek for, a package deal for like whatever. And they seem to be, going anywhere between $8 to $10 to $20, depending on what it is. And some of them I think are more rare. They go for even more. So I was like, $5 a pop, $40 and change. I'll do it. So with that being said, let's get into it. The first one. And the cool thing is, this is all in my wheelhouse of when I was a young kid to a teenager. Like, all of them. Not a single one of these that I pick up today were things I didn't know what they were. I was just getting them just to get them. These are all going into my personal collection. I'm not flipping them. I'm not going to try to spend money just to try to flip them to make a couple bucks off them. These are all going to my own personal collection. So first up is Kroll. Right here. This came out in, I believe, 1983. It stars Ken Marshall. I think there's some other people in here. Let's see who else is in here. Liam Neeson, that's who's also in here. So anyways, Liam Neeson. So as you can see, here's the cover. Here's the back of it. And the cool thing is, it looks like it's a VHS. All of them have the VHS look. So here's like maybe the original artwork, I think, for most of VHS from back in the 80s and 90s. Here's what looks like a VHS coming out of it. It has the stickers on here. This one says, "This video cassette will melt if left in a car or in the sun," which is awesome, as you can see right there. It says right here, sci-fi on there, like the little stickers. But then when you take it off, it's, I guess actually this one looks more like the original box artwork. So I lied. The rest of them, I think, have different artwork. So then you have the back. The back is different. So here if you can see the back here is different. So there is Kroll. Moving on. Then we got next is the Dudley Moore Kirk Cameron joint, Like Father, Like Son. This was a staff pick, but again, here you have the VHS coming out. This one came out in 1987. All right, there you go. Like father, like son. A little different on the artwork, as you can see. It says like father, like son down here. This artwork's a little different. There's the back of the slipcover. Then again, kind of a different setup on the back here. So again, the artwork's a little bit different, not exactly the same. Chris and his dad have accidentally changed bodies, but no big deal. Chris gets the Jag and the go-kart. Dad gets the fake ID and the bio final. So boom. And I remember watching this movie a lot in the late 80s. I love this movie a lot. I was a big Kirk Cameron fan from, I believe, what, Growing Pains. Dudley Moore, Arthur. And I think he was in the movie, was it Santa Claus the movie? If I'm not mistaken, he played like an elf. And I love that. So that was a good here. So I really enjoy that. So that is Father Like Son. And I was going to say that the tagline for Krull was journey into a mystical time where a horrible beast is the ruler. Wah, wah, wah. Next up is Sigourney Weaver and Gorillas in the Mist. I remember watching this movie a lot. This is Rick Baker, special effects for the gorilla effects in here. I can't remember if there's anybody else of mention in there. Julie Harris, Brian Brown. But anyways, I love this movie as a kid. The gorilla effects, creature effects on the gorillas were amazing. I thought they were real. I did not realize they were robotic or animatronic. I did not know. This one came out in 1988. Another cool thing about this is most of them on the VHS right here portion, it says what year the movie came out, so you can know without a doubt what year the movie came out. So there's the back of it. And then I think this one has a different cover. Yes, this one had a different cover. So here, excuse me, you have Gorillas in the Mist right there. And again, as you can see, two different covers there. And then the back is just pretty standard back there. But I remember watching this movie as a kid. I picked it up a lot on VHS and just loved it so much. So there's that. All right, next up, let's see here. All right, next up is The Babe, starring John Goodman. Kelly McGillis is in this one here. This one came out in 1992, so I started probably middle school around this time, based on the incredible true story. So there was only one. That's also the tagline for Highlander, or there can only be one, so it's a little different. And then this one has different artwork. Yes, and there you go. So there it is. The one thing about these Mill Creek releases, I'm just hoping that the transfers are really good in Blu-ray. All of them are widescreen, so that's good. But none of them, except one that I noticed, had any special features. So that sucks to me because, you buy these new transfers and you hope the transfer at least looks good, of course. But the problem is that if it's not a good transfer, that obviously is a problem. But then you don't get anything with it, no special features, nothing. So that kind of sucks. So there's the back, and here's the back of the slipcover. And again, I remember watching this movie as a kid. Really enjoyed The Babe. But again, all these movies I don't remember a whole lot about them, which is why I loved picking them up. $5 a pop. I cannot get more excited. On the Sigourney Weaver one here, the Gorillas in the Mist, The Adventures of Diane Fossey. This is at the far ends of the earth. She found a reason to live and a cause to fight for. Sorry, I like reading the taglines. All right, next up, the song sang by, the song that made Jamie Foxx famous, I believe, Gold Diggers. Here you go. You have Christina Ricci and Anna, what is that? Chlumsky. There you go. Now I'll admit, I've never really seen this one. This came out in 1995. So when this one movie hit, I was already in high school. And watching like a girl's coming of age movie probably was not on my radar. To be honest, I was a Christina Ricci fan. I think her and I are around the exact same age. So I remember thinking, of course, Christina Ricci is hot. But this obviously was not on my radar. But, we'll see. I mean, again, it's very nostalgic for me, probably, for the 90s. Just looking at the outfits on the back here has a very 90s vibe, without a doubt. And then, does this one have a different cover? Yes. It's cool. The cover looks like a very, like The Librarian, or like a National Treasure, or kind of Indiana Jones right there. So that's kind of a cool variation. I don't know why the camera keeps getting dark and then lightens back up again. That's kind of strange. But anyways, there you have that there. But, and then the back of it, of course, the back looks different than the slipcover back. So there you have it. So there that is. I don't know much about this one, so I'm not going to speak a lot about that one. Next up, the last three are the only ones they had left of these Blu-rays. All the other ones are gone. These first, 5 had 2 or 3 each in the big bin that I spoke about at the beginning of the video. But the last 3, these were the last 3 in there. I went through that whole bin. Everybody in that store probably was like, who is this weirdo? Which is typical for me. But they're probably just like, why is this guy going through? And I went through the entire bin. At least I tried to. It's like the same like the thing at Walmart, the big Walmart bins, and just like they put like just boxes and boxes of Blu-rays or DVDs in there, and you gotta just like go through it. So this one came out in 1990. I remember this one because it has like an alligator in it or something, and it is Matthew Broderick and Marlon Brando in The Freshman, a witty and enchanting comedy, magnificent. Is from the New York Times. Enormously funny and wise, one of Brando's finest performances and one of Broderick's most intelligent. So there you have it. I remember this movie again. This came out when I was in middle school. I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else in here. There's Penelope Ann Miller. Frank Whaley's in here. So that's good. Andrew Bergman, who did It Could Happen to You and Honeymoon in Vegas. There's the director. I think this had a different variation cover too. Yes. So here's the slip cover, and then here is the DVD or the Blu-ray cover. And as I just mentioned before, there's the alligator there, and then there's the back of this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Super excited. I just remember the alligator playing like in my mind again, in my like probably 12, 13-year-old mind, watching this a lot during that time frame. I remember the alligator playing a very integral part of the movie with Matthew Broderick, and he had to keep it. It was like Marlon Brando's pet or something, and he was responsible for it. I can't remember everything about it, but anyways, there is The Freshman. Second to last, we have Rutger Hauer in Blind Fury. Now, I will be the first to admit I do not remember anything about this movie, but there is like no way I'm going to turn away a 80s gem. I'm sure this was 80s. Yeah, 89 with Rutger Hauer, and you also have Randall Tex Cobb, he was in a ton of stuff. I think he was in Raising Arizona. I think he was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. There's a picture of him back here. And Terrence O'Quinn, is that Terry Quinn? I don't know, I wouldn't have been. But anyway, so again, this is another cool like 80s box cover art. Apparently it says here, he may be blind, but he don't need no dog. There you go. It said it's a recommended movie, guys. So you know what? If it says it's recommended, it probably is. And then there is the Blu-ray cover artwork. So there you have that. And again, the box cover art here for the back. You got Randall Tex Cobb. And then here you have the artwork on the back here. It looks like some Asian guy. I'm not for sure who that's supposed to be. But he plays prominent in here. I just love that tagline. He may be blind, but he don't need no dog. It's very sassy, if I do say so myself. Very sassy movie. So, excuse me. So there is Rutger Hauer in Blind Fury. Siskel and Ebert, the guys with the thumbs, as Joe Blow likes to say, 2 thumbs up. So there you go. So they really like this Rutger Hauer outing. It says Nick Parker has made a few enemies. They're mad, they're mean, and they're ugly. But he's lucky he cannot see what he's up against. So obviously he is blind throughout the entire movie, you know. And then last but surely not least is a legendary Blu-ray. I think this had taken a while to come out in physical media form. I know that the Dead Pit Boys have been championing this movie for years. I have yet to ever see it. I'm sure it was at my VHS stores back in the day, my mom and pop shops. It just never was on my radar. But it stars Helen Slater, the legend of Billie Jean. You have Christian Slater in here, Helen Slater, which I believe that's his sister, and you have Yeardley Smith, who Yeardley Smith is, I believe, Bart Simpson's voice, is the voice of Bart Simpson, and then you have Keith Gordon, and Keith Gordon, isn't he in that Brian De Palma movie? I can't remember, was that him that's in that movie? Keith Gordon, he was in a lot of subversive 80s and maybe early 90s cinema, I feel like. What was he? Yeah, I think that was him. But it says a gem and one of my all-time favorite pleasures of all time. Felix Vasquez from Cinema Crazed. This one comes with a bonus feature, a commentary track with Helen Slater and Yeardley Smith. So I think this one also had a different cover. Yeah, a little bit different cover, not totally different. But maybe it is the same cover. But anyways, there's a slipcover. And then there is the Blu-ray cover. The back is different, so there's the back of it there. And then here is the back of the Blu-ray. And so, I honestly do not know anything about this movie. The last thing she ever expected was to become a hero. So there you go, so she becomes a hero. So this is the only one that has a special feature, which is the commentary. But as you all can see, there is all 8 DVD or Blu-rays that I picked up. I got them all for $5 a pop, so I think I spent $42 with tax on these. So you all can tell me if that was a good deal or did I get hosed. So that the cool thing is they have the VHS looking, like if you put like the label on the back of like a blank VHS. So they do that, which is cool. I just now noticed that. But then if you flip it over, it's the VHS original artwork, which is really cool on the spine here. So it's like, you know, on the VHS, they always put the sticker on the VHS on the black blank side of the VHS cassette itself. But then on the other side, they do the artwork from the movie. So there you go, guys. So let me know what you all think. This was kind of just me meandering through. Which ones are some of your favorites? Which ones do I need to add? I'm thinking since I have 8 of them, I'm thinking about maybe going in balls deep and getting the rest of the series. But I don't want to get them if it ends up being like they're all end up being crappy transfers. That's like looks like garbage. Then it's like, am I really wanting to spend like $10, $12, $20 on random Blu-rays from Mill Creek if the transfers suck and it's not a good quality transfer? I went on eBay and looked. But if you all want to maybe we can work out some trades. I have some stuff. I can go pick up the other ones if you're missing them, and we can do a trade. Let me know, because I know there's, like I said, at least another dozen-ish that I'm missing. So if you're interested in doing a trade, or maybe I'll buy them from you if you're not asking like crazy money, I'm definitely interested. But I do want the slip covers. I prefer them not to be open, but if they're open, as long as you're guaranteed their work, that'd be fine. But anyways, guys, there it is. Let me know what you all think below on how I did. Out of these, which ones are some of your favorites? Does this give you like a walk down memory lane and some nostalgia like it did for me? And I'm looking forward to having that conversation below. So thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.